5 seconds. Alright, eyes up. Should see my laptop at least a little bit down, if not all the way down. Fine. So we're going to talk about the equation of the tangent. Some of the questions in there require you to find the equation of the tangent. This is another example of you knowing everything that you need to solve this, but probably not being able to connect the dots. Welcome to senior mathematics. Every tangent, the history of tangents, at a point in time, what's a tangent look like? How do I measure a tangent? What do I use to show the tangent? A ruler. Ruler's formed straight. So the equation for a line is y equals mx plus c. So that's the first thing. Every time you're being asked to find an equation for a tangent, you need to use this bad boy. We good with that? Now remember, when we use a function to find the derivative, to find an instantaneous rate of change, what we're really finding is the gradient of the tangent. Clear with that? So when I use a derivative function and it spits me out an answer when I let x equal something, that's telling me what's the gradient of my tangent at that point in time. Are we good with that? When we're asked to find an equation of tangent, we already know three things. Well, we may not exactly know three things, but we've got a way of finding three things. We know how to find the gradient. How do we find the gradient of our tangent?
The instantaneous rate of reaction.
We derive and then we sub in our value, yeah, which is the instantaneous rate of change, that's correct. Your x value, what's your x value?
I give you that.
Yeah, we give you an x value. Say what your x value is. At this point in time, what is your equation for your tangent? And your y value. If we haven't got a y value, how do we find one? Substitute in. To which equation? The derivative function or the original function? The original function. So we've got m, we've got x, and we've got y. What variable do we not have?
C.
C. If we've got one unknown, can we find it? How? What do we use? Substitution and rearranging. So once we know those three things, we can rearrange to find our unknown c and then get it back into our original form. In the final form, what will we have? Will we have a value for y? It'll just be y, correct? Will we have a value for m? Yes, we have a value for x.
The beginning is u.
In your equation for your tangent, you won't have an x value, it'll just be x. And then your c, will we have a number or a value, or a letter for c? A number, okay, a value. So, to find, this is an example, to find the equation of the tangent of this function at the point x equals 3. So have I got an x value?
Yes.
I already know my x value. What don't I know? Do I know my y? Do I know my c? Do I know my m? Let's go about finding one of those values. What value should I find? M. Let's find my m value. So the first thing I do is I derive f dash x equals, derive that for me. 2x take 4. The secret is out of the bag. How magical. Don't you feel the power? Now what do I do? Yep, so I put f dash 3. 2 times 3 minus 4, which equals 2. So that tells me that my m equals 2. I know my x, I know my m. Now what should I find? My y. How do I find my y? I let x equal 3 in which function?
The original function.
The original function. So I write f of 3, which is equal to 3 squared minus 4 times 3. What does that equal? 9 minus 12, which is negative 3. What do I not know now?
C.
C. So I just want to clear this up. This is my y. This is my m. That's my x. I want my c. So I shove it into my equation. I'm just going to do a little squiggly here. Give myself a bit more room. Y equals mx plus c. Substitute some button. I don't know yet.
Yeah, it is.
6. Yes, it will be. Negative 3 equals 2 times 3 plus c. 6 minus 3 plus c. C equals -9. Am I done?
Make the equation.
I've just got to shove it back into the equation, correct? So what will the original, the final look like? I'm going to do it in purple because it's magical. Y equals 2x, take 9. That's the magical equation for my tangent. Cool?
Yeah.
Are we happy with that? Do you feel like you want me to go through another one of those, or you're good?
You're good.
You've got a couple on your maths base you go crack at. Good luck.